to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today is the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. His guys ready to get this one going. On the Cowboys side, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Purdy bootlegging it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Purdy. And he will go down. Cowboys sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Turn, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
To throw is Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Purdy. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. 6 yards. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Here's Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Now Prescott. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On for the Cowboys field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here that add to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And they will wave them down a couple of yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Purdy now to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
That gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And we'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he stopped immediately there. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have the Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Prescott. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Prescott now. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Auburn down for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy. That's complete to Pearson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. So he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on the field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Prescott to throw it. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now issues here on the snap. It is away, but he did not get all of it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense
First and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 at the 45. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here now, second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
throwing here, Purdy. And he will find his man on the end rack, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Pass caught by Pearson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Powers through. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. I feel like we should say Happy New Year, everyone. Week 1 of the 2026 NFL season. We're back for year 2 at EA Sports, so let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Chiefs. And this is Lamar Jackson. He'll look for his veteran tight end, Mark Andrews, touchdown. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Tyjae Spears. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Titans, trying to get the job done on the road, they lead the season opener at halftime. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans taking on the Miami Dolphins. And this is the Dolphins wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins with the lead in the opener at the half. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And we'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 49ers' 48-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll try to get the running game going from McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On play action, Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Purdy off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 17 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Purdy bootlegging it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Purdy. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Purdy sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really
Across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a 3rd effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A beautiful fake. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Yeah! Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He finds Pickens over the middle. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Up.
Now Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watch out.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out well here to McCaffrey. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Flyers! Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Prescott on play action. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Hey, somebody gotta do it. I see the G. Hey, watch him do it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Open man, right side, it's Lane. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. It's a keeper with Prescott. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Friday.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is now 13. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Rashawn Gary getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Time not on their side. They've got 1 timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Here comes second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Cowboys 40.
Purdy to throw. In trouble, he's taken down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd.
Throwing, Purdy. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 24.
Here's Purdy. Looking for the end line. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. And he's going to be taken down, set back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. To throw is Purdy. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Cowboys, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.